All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and start with some high knees. Switching up some butt kicks. All right, jog in place, warm up your feet and ankles. All right, we're gonna do some arm circles. And try and get your hands behind your shoulders to get an extra stretch in your chest. In reverse directions. Make them circles nice and big. In reverse directions. All right, then we're going to go ahead and stretch our arms nice and wide. Give ourselves a big hug. Inhale, stretch wide, fingertips get pointed back. Exhale, big hug. All right, now we're going to make some elbow circles. So elbows pinned in by your sides. And just try and make some big wide circles with your fists. In reverse directions. And let's warm those hands and wrists up. Just start with your hand and wrist, just folding it in and out, trying to get it stretched and warmed up. And eventually, once you start getting warmed up, you can go for the full arm extension. And switch arms. And shake it out. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take our legs about shoulder width apart. Hands are by our sides. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide one hand down our leg and the other hand up our side. And then we're going to switch. We're getting that nice stretch in our obliques. Glutes are squeezed, core is tight. All right, then we're going to take our hands to our hips and we're going to make some hip circles. Kind of like your slow motion hula hooping. and switch directions. All right, now I want you to bring your feet together. We're gonna bend our knees and our waist, and we're gonna make some small knee circles. This is also good for your ankles, your feet, as well as loosening up all the muscles connecting to your knees. And reverse directions. All right. Now I want you to go back to wide stance. Glutes are squeezed, core is tight. And we're going to bring our arms up over top and even arch back just slightly, keeping them glutes squeezed. And then we're going to hinge at our hips and try and thread the needle through our legs. And up. And back down. And shake it out. All right, we're going to come with our feet together. We're going to slide our hands down our legs. Eventually, once we reach the floor, we're going to crawl out into plank. We're going to walk 2 paces to the right. Push up, 2 paces to the left, walk it back in and up. Let's try and do 5. Core tight, glutes squeezed. All right, take a much earned break. All right, guys, for the next exercise, I want you to find something with a little bit of height. A coffee table, some stairs, something like that will work. We're going to do a little bit of 1 foot work. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one back foot on our platform with our legs straight. And we're going to try to do some one-legged squats. Now, if you can, try and get your front leg close to parallel with the floor. So we'll do 5, and then a little bit of the tippy toes. All right. And switch legs. All right, we'll do 1 more on each leg. Take a break. All right, guys, so our next exercise is we're going to take the same platform you're using, so stairs or a chair or a coffee table. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit on the edge of the base, and we're going to put our hands down on our sides. We're going to walk our legs out. We're going to dip down, come up, and bring your hips up. Dip down, use your triceps to push, come up, bring your hips up. So this is 3, 4, and 10. Whatever the music. All right, guys, so in between our sets of dips, we're going to sit on our platform with our legs spread nice and wide and our ankles underneath our knees. So we're going to give ourselves a nice proud chest, and we want that arch in our lower back. Now we want to maintain that arch as long as we can while letting our torso drift in between our knees. And then come back up. Go back in again. And just try to increase your range of motion. set of dips. All right, have a seat back on your box. Spread your hips nice and wide, ankles underneath the knees. Proud chest, chest spread nice and wide, arching lower back, and hinge forward. Alright, last set of dips. Sit on the edge of your box, hands by your sides. Dip down, come up, press into your triceps and your glutes. Keep that core tight. All right, take a break. Sit on the edge of your box, hands by your sides, proud chest, arching your lower back, and hinge at your waist. And on the last one, we're going to go ahead and hold it, taking some nice deep breaths. And come up. Ooh. We'll go ahead and come to our feet. And our last exercise is going to be a squat. We're going to go ahead and use this box behind us to catch us if we fall. So we're going to have our legs about hip width apart. Hinge at your hips or at your waist. Sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Come up. Should be inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up, and squeezing your glutes to bring your hips forward. And on the last one, we're gonna go ahead and hold a deep squat. Try and keep your heels on the floor. And come up. Go ahead and take a break. All right, one more set. All right, legs shoulder width apart or outside of hip width. Hinge at your hips. Sit back like you're sitting in a chair, core tight. Come up, squeeze your glutes. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. And on the last one, we'll go ahead and hold our deep squat. And if you want, you can use your elbows to spread your knees apart. Get a stretch in your hips. And come up. Go ahead and take a break. All right, last set. And on the last one, we'll hold our deep squat. All right, and come on up. We'll go ahead and stretch it out. So go ahead and come with your feet together. We're going to slide our hands down our legs. We'll walk our hands out in the downward dog. Make it a pike position. We're going to push the ground away from us and press our chest towards our legs. And walk it back in. Slowly come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders come up and back. And reverse directions. One more time. And walk it back in. Slowly come up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders come up and back. And reverse directions. Right. Arms come up over top. Hinge at the side. Back to center. Exhale, hinge to the other side. Back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center. And exhale. We're going to go ahead and bring our arms up over top. Reach one arm in between our shoulder blades. Gently pull in at our elbow. Core is tight, glutes are squeezed. Remember to breathe. And reverse. Or switch arms. And switch arms. And one more time, switch. Right, and release it. All right, arms come together. We're going to bring one arm across our chest. Other hand gently pulls in at the elbow. And release. Switch arms. And switch. And switch. All right, now we're going to come find a wall or something to lean against for some balance. And we're going to stretch our quad. So we're going to grab the top of our foot and try to pull our heel into our butt. And we want to keep our knees squeezed together. Switch. Switch. And switch. All right. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.